This is Casey is Raw, and today we are video game hunting. I wasn't really planning to do something because I've been trying to be a little careful about my money. But what was cool, apparently I didn't use all my vacation days last year. They paid me what they owe for my vacation days. So, one, I can give Mom some money. Two, I'm planning to get one or the other things if it's still there. One of them I'm pretty sure will be there. But the one thing I've been aiming for is a working Atari 5200 for a long time. I used to have one that was working. I think the console did work when I sold it. It was just I didn't have any working controllers at the time. So I eventually sold it off with the games. And there's been a few times I would buy the system. It was one or the other. A lot of times I would buy a bunch of the games and just never could get the system. Or I'll get the system, but the system ain't working. And, God, what else? I'm trying to think. Oh, and not find a controller. So, it's been enough for how first originally, after I sold my original 5200, I picked up a vintage stock when I used to live in Oklahoma before I moved from Oklahoma to Pennsylvania. And it came with a bunch of games too. I think I paid less than $100 for everything. But like I said, I sold the system and games off, and I think I sold it to a pawn shop. I was like, you can buy the controllers. I mean, the system worked. It just, the controllers were a nightmare to find. And they're a nightmare by itself because they are cheaply made. So, after that, I was getting the bug or the itch of wanting to get Atari 5200 games. This is right after I picked up the Atari 7800, and I wanted to get the 5200 again, so I started buying a bunch of the games. And I'd done this before, and I believe it was with the Odyssey, where I bought the games because they were cheap before I bought the system, because I knew I was going to go for the system. But as 5200, Atari 5200, the second time around, I bought a bunch of the games and couldn't come across a system. And I sold the games off to a toy store. And then I started buying them again. And it happened, buying the games again, because I was planning to do it. And what was wild at the time, several of the vintage stocks had the Atari 5200 controller. So when I finally picked up another Atari 5200, none of those controllers were nowhere to be found. So I sold the system and the games again. Go ahead, you slowpoke. Today, Junior. So, and the third time around, what I was talking about, where the system was actually, I bought the third time the second time I bought the system, I bought it at a toy store, and it was the 4 controller input Atari 5200 that takes, it has a weird controller, a weird plug-in, where the AV cable / power cable comes out of this console into the box, and then it splits off as a cable box, and since is the plug-in for the power adapter. And the Angry Video Game Nerd has shown this before on his episode of the Atari 5200, is when he plugged it in, he saw sparks. I saw that in real life. That was real. And then it just couldn't get it working. And what was weird, when I bought the second system, the guy was like, well, I was pretty sure this goes to something else, and I proved my point. That box went with the Atari 5200 because he was trying to be an asshole or a cheap fuck, and he finally went to something else. Like I said, I proved my point. It went to the Atari 5200. I think I paid $50. And then I try to remember where I bought my third 5200 at. It was a 2 controller input, but what sucks, the back door was broken. But I know the console had power because it had power light, but it wasn't in a single. But I sold both System 2 and 3 to the game store, and now last week when I went out game hunting, they had the Atari 5200 in a box for $200, and it's gotta be worth. This store is very good about their stuff. They're staying behind what they put out, because a lot of times they'll clean it and they'll test it, and they do some repairs on systems, and they'll get some rare systems. I guarantee you go to like Games Exchange or Vintage Stock, or or even at St. Charles, you'll never come across a Philips CDI or a Nintendo Famicom or a Nintendo Famicom Twin, Sharp Twin. Well, systems, I seen a Jaguar. I know a story about a Texas TI 99, where about St. Charles had one, but this store, they actively find systems to sell. They'll probably go on eBay, turn around and try to make a profit. That's fine. So, that's the one I'm worried about, if it's going to be there or not. And because they got a buttload of games. So, I'm hoping it's there. If not, my backup idea is that they have a Nintendo Famicom Power Glove. It's, like I said, it's the Japanese version of the Power Glove. So like, oh, I want that. So those, and obviously I would love to have both. And also the game store has a box, Texas TI-99. Like I previously said, that I still have my Texas TI-99 that I bought from them still wrapped up. I never opened it, so I'm thinking to just turn around, sell that so I can get much off, so I can get the box TI-99. I love my boxes. Hot Rod and Reptile Car Show. What the fuck? I can understand Hot Rod's car show at Hooters, but Reptiles with it too? What kind of car show is that? I mean, I heard of was the Rat Rod, where it's a hot rod, but it's in bad condition hot rod. Oh, you know what? Hey, I'll be right back. My PS5.
I couldn't remember. I actually went to the comic book shop that's on the other side.
Hey, how's it going? Oh. That's what I'm looking for, right?
I saw that. You see that atari?
No. The other thing I was looking at was, did you guys sell that Famicom Power Glove?
Yeah, it's gone.
Is it? Oh, yeah. I just didn't see that. Wow. Well, I think I'm going to be picking up the Atari 5200. Yeah, I picked up my, my PS5. And I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I am too. I so far only had one problem with playing GTA, and somehow I got disconnected from my router. I was like, what the hell? So finally I rebooted everything went back to normal.
Yep. Famicom game. Super Famicom.
So what I'm going to do is turn in my PS4 and all my games somewhere. And like I said, if I don't find anything here, I might have to go to it. I don't want to. If I do that, I never find anything.
Well,
If I had one to go brand new.
and they got 5,200 games right here. Let's see what we can pick up. Baseball. Let's see. I know I gotta get back. I'll pick the soccer up for $2. Football for $2. Breakout.
So they basically transferred over 600.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be picking up a lot of the cheaper games right now. Again, Pac-Man.
Probably better.
Oh, definitely.
Because I remember them talking about it, so they put the version of the original shot was actually waited for like a month or 2 months.
like I said, I'm just gonna pick up the cheaper ones today because one, I don't have a ton. I got some get money from pulling that out. This will be bad. Now I'm gonna get these. Ouch. And I saw the box 5200. You can also buy their boxes too. This is where I get a lot of them. Like,
I didn't realize it was the box that I was getting. I thought, PS4. And then it's like, damn it. Yeah, no, I'm happy. Yeah, so far the only game I've got so far is PS5. Yeah, on PS5 version.
Should get the Fortnite.
I'm not that big into Fortnite, otherwise I would.
Yeah.
So I've got, I downloaded Steel Rising. That takes place in like Marie Antoinette's time, that era, and you control this automaton that goes around and around it. And then I've got, I re-downloaded Control, which I had before, which is real good. I have to say it's real good. And I got through this time with it, and I found out that Alan Wake is connected to Control. Because I heard her, there was one spot they were talking about, I can't remember called Alan Wake, because I heard they were talking about Wake, and Control is about Alan Wake was connected to it. Boom. Because they are, I know they remastered it, Alan Wake.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember if it's out yet, but they are doing a sequel to Alan Wake, and they're remastering Max Payne. And it turns out Max Payne is actually the same universe as Control and Alan Wake.
Oh, talk about Astrobot. This is a good game for the PS4, but there's a free Astro Playroom. Download that on the PS5. It's like a 3D.
I saw it, yeah, I saw it.
It's like a.
That was the first thing I saw.
Alright. Yeah, I think you kind of want that Texas TI 99 up there. But I have one, but not in the box. I'm gonna get these. And I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna get the 5200.
With Rising Steel, I'm at the first boss battle, and he just kicked me my I'd look online on how to do something.
Thank you. Which version is this? The 2 inputter or the 4? I'm gonna also get these, but I'm gonna put 160 cash and put the rest on cards.
Early on, I was second half.
Yeah. How much? 238. All right, that's 160. I was worried about that be gone because you know how hard it is for that to function. Did they? I was either gonna pick this up or the Famicom Power Glove. And I was pretty sure the Power Glove was probably gonna be here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got a box GameCube. I mean, a Power Glove, but I think that's one I'll probably have to wait until next payday. Alright, man. Thank you. I got it. Sure? No, I kill you. I kill you. So guys, I decided to call Scotty, see if he was available. We were planning to go watch the Flash movie. And we are. And, oh, hi Scott.
Hey Casey, hey y'all.
So, I told them that I got out of work. Not early, but I was supposed to early-ish because I was supposed to work overtime, but that's why I told you 7 o'clock.
Okay.
But I got out, got money. So it's like wanted to go pick up a system. And I was telling them what it was. You know where it is,
yeah,
because
the 52.
Yeah, the Atari 5200. Luckily they still had that, and they still had the Famicom Power Glove. But I'll have to pick that up another day. But we picked up, I picked up a bunch of games. They were cheap too.
Were they all two, or were they all $2 games, or were they?
They were like the cheapest ones. Like, I didn't pick anything up more than a few bucks, unless it's something. What the fuck you want from me, asshole? Fucking honking at me.
I couldn't even hear it.
You went,
Oh, he had one of those weak ass horns. Okay. Yeah, I barely heard it. But no, were those games you picked, were they all $2, or did
No, they were between 2 and 4. Maybe
Okay.
the highest, if it's something I want now, is 5.
Okay.
I think one of the cheapest one was Pac-Man. Apparently, on the thing it said it comes with free Pac-Man. So that's why. I had an idiot cut in front of me. But, sorry guys, but, it kind of distracted me now. But, no, they were between $2 and $5.
Okay.
I wanted to wait because there were several, like, it was 5 and 10.
Okay.
But I didn't want to pick those up now.
Yeah.
This is actually the fourth. No, I picked up my original one before I moved to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And I sold it a long time ago in Pennsylvania because the system worked, but the Atari 5200 was notorious for their controllers to break.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were made horribly. So I sold at a pawn shop in Pennsylvania, I think in Allentown. And after I bought my Atari 7800, I was getting an itch to get it back. And I started to buy the games before getting the system.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the system nowhere, sold the games off. Then I did that again, and then I sold them off again. Then I picked up a 5200 system that wasn't working, and I had some. I think I bought a few games, sold it again. Then I picked up a third one. I think I only picked up a couple games this time. This one powered up, but I mean, light up, but no picture.
Yeah.
And the last two systems, I sold it to them for. I was going to have them repaired, but I sold them for parts.
Okay.
Because they were no good. And honestly, I wasn't going to be an asshole and say, oh yeah, it works fine, because they're going to test it anyways.
Yeah, like I was telling Casey here, I still got my PS4. I got planned on giving one of the places around here, but the cord went Lord only knows where. I know I made certain I put everything together, and one of the places I went to get a cord, they gave me not a power cord, but one of those connection cords to the controller. I thought, hell with it. I'll just take it into whichever of the other three places and tell them that I don't know what happened to the cord. Because the guy at the place I went says, for some strange reason, the power cord is the one thing that everybody that seems to lose. They don't know why.
Is it a Pro or a normal PS1?
It's a normal PS1.
I'm sure, is it the figure 8 looking power cord?
I don't remember now.
I think it is. That's cheap.
No, yeah, because I know I went in, because I saw, before I went in, I went to price them, and it was like about around $8-10.
Well, they're easy to find.
Yeah. But nonetheless, that's the plan, is sometime between.
So, Thrill House, that's the best place to get the maximum.
That's just it. I hardly find games there.
Well, you can get money from them. You don't have to get trade value. Just sell the system. They're the best. I'm telling you. I'm not trying.
I know.
Because going to vintage stock, they're just going to rip you off. And being in retail, they're going to make profit, so you're not going to get full price.
Yeah.
So, but I always advocate for the Thrill House.
Yeah, I know. But I generally try to go someplace where I know I'm going to find games as well, so. Because I called them up the other day, asked them what PS5 games, and it's like, no, already have, no, already have, no, okay.
Well, you really don't need a PS4 when you have a
I know.
PS5.
I know.
So that's what's cool. The only I like to keep my systems mostly, and I think I hear the PS5 you can play the original PS4.
You can.
I mean the VR headset.
Yeah, because I know I was playing GTA 5 and one other. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. And I do have the updated. I do have the PS5 version of GTA. And I also heard yesterday or today, there's I guess when they did their little update, they sort of they think there was a glitch in the in their programming. So a lot of people, when they order their MOC, things are not going the way they planned. So they're losing weapons, they're losing vehicles, and all that. So,
well, guys, we're planning. Yeah, go watch Flash tonight, and we're gonna do a review. And I had to tell you what they say about you on our previous Creed 3 review.
what is it?
Don't get mad. They thought you were homeless.
No. I know it probably because I hadn't shaved or not. But
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean,
no, folks, I'm not homeless. I just didn't. I hadn't shaved yet, and so I assure you, I do live in an actual place. So, in fact, when I was coming back from QT, there was somebody who was chatting with that. I thought it was one of the guys. At first, I was trying to get close enough to see if it was one of the guys from the complex I live in, but it turned out not to be. And he he made some comment about how he's going to beat me wherever it was. I said, well, I have no place to go and all the time to get there.
well, see, the thing is, a lot of times, come on, guy.
As you see, I shaved yesterday because I had to, because it was like, I still got to get the damn haircut. That's sometime this week or next week.
Well, a lot of times when I feel like I have my hair kind of throwing out and beard, I feel, and I personally feel like a bum. So, I mean, I don't know. It was only a couple people, but not only there, I have to say something else. They're ragging on you a little bit because they're saying that you're like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, and then they said you immediately spoiled something in Creed 3. I didn't think you really did.
No, I was trying to stay as spoil free as possible. Yeah.
At least you're being a good sport about it.
I do, because when I'm at work, only thing I state when I'm at work is, 1, if it's a good or bad movie. 2, if there's any credit scenes. But that's the only thing. That's the only thing I drop. I'll say there's like X number of credit scenes in a movie, and I'll say it's good and it improves at such and such a point. But I won't say like, oh, this and this. No, I know, because I forget what movie it was I'd gone to see years ago. And I was still working at Sears at the time.
I'll talk about that. Oh, go ahead.
And one of the guys who I was working with, he says, "Boy, no, I don't have to go see the movie because it pretty much explained everything." So I went back and I redid the review, but of course everybody probably seen that last one.
Well, talking about Sears, did you see they're kind of like I guess they're having a new entrance to the mall, kind of.
Yes, that's going to be our shields.
Shields.
Shields, yeah. It's similar to Bass Pro and Pix. And yeah, that's what that is. That's going to be our new shields. And I posted to Facebook yesterday that they find that big old thing that you see being constructed there. That's going to be the Ferris wheel.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back, guys. So see ya. Well, guys, we're back at.
He's wanting $5,000 for me. Help!
This will be edited. He will not be. I will be. He'll be dead. That was kayfabe, obviously.
Before I forget, I was telling Casey off camera. Matrix Lord 212. All right, that's the guy on YouTube. He's shooting for the U.S. PlayStation head honcho site. Head honcho. Last time for World, he's at 74.75. In the U.S., he has to work, and due to other little issues, he may have dropped to 9. But I know last time I heard he was at either 8 or 9. So go out and look for Matrix Lord 212 and check him out. Because like I said, he does PlayStation as well, but he's at 74.75 in World and 8 or 9 in the U.S.
Hey, how much did I say I had the ransom for you?
We're at after that we're at 10 million now.
No, come on. It has to be like a realistic number. So
10 million in McDonald coins. Okay, so. Oh, I'm sorry. 10 million in McDonald coupons.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I got the coins and the coupon word switched around.
So, we came back to the house, obviously. So, I'm going to show you guys what we picked up. We told you what it was, but you got to see this thing in person. Or at least, obviously, on video. But the Atari 5200, not only the system huge itself, the box. I've never seen the box in my in person. The box is like the biggest, minus probably that CDI box up here. But get a load of this thing. And you know what? It actually looks, I think on camera, it doesn't give it justice, doesn't it?
Put your hand on the other side. I'll do this. See?
I don't know. I think, it'd be a good idea. Let's take this Wii U box I got right here.
Okay,
That's a good comparison. You see how it's damn near almost half of it right here? So this thing is huge. So, like I said, it looks a lot smaller on camera, doesn't it?
That's what she said.
But I'm telling you, look, it's definitely a lot bigger than the Xbox. Like I said, the only one that compares is this Philips CDI box. But the box is not in the greatest shape, but let's see how old this thing is. 83. This system is 1 year younger than I am.
Damn.
This is 40 years old.
83. I would have been 16. I would have been 16 in 83.
Damn, you're old.
Yeah, I'm an old fucker, I know.
But
like I always said, I'm shooting for $1 million plus and still gonna be looking at smexy.
But I'm definitely gonna do some gameplays off this thing. I've been doing a lot of Sega CDs and Sega 32X games. I've just been having a kick. But now I got this. I think I'm gonna do a lot of 5200 games.
Yeah, like I said, I saw the thing for the latest Atari 2600, which looks cool. I just hope they get some skins for that thing to give it sort of the retro look.
Oh, you talking about the new Atari system?
Yeah.
Oh, it's called the Atari VCS.
Yeah, yeah.
Video. They stole the name from the original Atari,
I know.
And then it became, well, the original was the Atari VCS, and then it became the 2600. But they stole the name for the new one. But
yeah, like I said, I hope they get some skins to match what the original 2600 game looked.
You don't. Oh, sorry.
Which the original 2600 looked like, because that way it would look a lot better on the glass.
You don't see. Have you ever seen that system anywhere?
No. Only thing I've seen it so far is online, because I either saw it was either YouTube, Facebook, or I'd gotten a email about it about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, I haven't seen anything unless they still just got the little,
like the Kickstarter.
Yeah, the Kickstarter thing. Thanks. I couldn't think of the name of what I was looking for. Yeah, the Kickstarter thing set up for it, and that's the only thing I could think of.
Like, I mean, it's not good when you're not selling it in Walmart, Target, or GameStop.
Mm.
I'm like, you need to put it in there, or in Best Buy.
Yeah.
If you just rely just selling it online, you're not gonna do good.
No.
I mean, unless you're a big time company like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, fine, yes. Mm-hmm. But especially during when it was so impossible to find a PS5.
Oh God, yeah, and thank God, for once, Thrill House pulled me through with that one. So, and what happened was I actually went to the comic book shop that was in across the street from Eaton. I don't know why, but I was thinking the comic book shop was was Thrill House, and it's like, oops. And then I thought, oh, that's right, it's the other joint that I need to go to. So
you're lucky I didn't have enough money at the time, but when you said that, I was like, dude, Thrill House has a cheap PS5.
That's where I went, was Thrill House.
Yeah.
That's where I went to. Plus, the other day, I know a lot of people probably already know this, but they're doing a remastered version of both the Max Payne video games, and they're going to re-release those. I don't remember if they've re-released. I know they did the same with Alan Wake, and I think that's already out. But there's going to be a sequel to Alan Wake, which I thought was kind of cool. But getting back to my point is that I was redoing Control, that video game. And of course, it got to a certain point. You know, when you get in certain points, certain video games, like I'm sick of this. I'm just gonna stop, put it down. Well, I went back and played it again. Got further than I did the first time, and I kept hearing the name Wake. I said, oh man, it would be kind of cool if this and if Control and Wake was connected. No sooner the words were out of my mouth, boom! It's like Alan Wake. I'm like, oh, I got to tell Joe, Matrix Lord 212, this. Because I remember he said he had gotten the Alan Wake video game, but I don't think he had played it yet. So I got to send him this information. I was trying to find the little cut scene where that would have revealed it, but I could only find the stuff where it's like, oh yeah, Alan Wake this, Control that, blah, blah, blah. And then they said, yeah, Alan Wake, Control, and Max Payne, all three are in the same universe. I thought, damn. And I never did play the Max Payne games. I just did the.
I think I played I know I played the original.
Yeah.
I don't know if I played 2 or 3, maybe 2. I know for sure 1.
Yeah.
And I think I probably played on the PS2 or Xbox.
Yeah, I think PS2 is the Max Payne that I remember, but I never did play it. Pretty much Alan Wake I did for PS4. Control I did for PS4, and yeah, and I'm going to be turning my PS4 and a lot of my games in. So, and I'm keeping, and I did, like I said in the car, I did the old. I've updated the Grand Theft Auto to 5, and oh yeah, if a lot of you people who know about the update with the MOC, I hope you haven't lost anything, but you can. But because I heard this from Mr. Boss for the win, he said that if you got video footage, yeah, right, like who thinks to videotape themselves playing video games, uh, that'll be best. But they will reimburse you for everything that you pretty much lost.
Hold on, was that a shot at me when you said that?
No.
I get people that make fun of the way I record games.
No.
I'm just telling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I couldn't care if you did. I mean,
because I don't think, because to me, when I go play a video game, I don't think to hit the record button. I just go in there and I'm surprised y'all don't hear me miles away with how I come up with innovative ways from the 4-letter handbook.
I think one time I was watching you stream GTA 5 and you were freaking the fuck out.
Yep. Yeah, trust me. I'm the type of person that's like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Oh, because I get into it. I get into it, something fierce. So,
well, let's go ahead and move on. So, yeah, you guys, you'll see some gameplay reviews. Hopefully, it should work. I mean, Thrill House is a very reliable place. Like I always say, and you've been game hunting with me, and I would say they're definitely the best game store in Oklahoma that we know.
Yeah. Problem is right now they've got more PS4 games than 5 games.
Oh, granted, there's not a lot of PS4.
I know, but still, you'd figure. But still, I just haven't seen. Problem is, even when I got my PS4, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get this game, and it's like, all the games I'm seeing are for past systems. Damn it!
Well, let me put this down. I'm definitely gonna, like I said, play this. But, like I said, there's some damage right there, but it's in pretty good shape still. I mean, for a 40-year-old system. Who figured to keep boxes back then, you know?
We never did, no. When we bought things, it's like, okay, we're gonna open them.
You ripped them.
Yeah, we ripped them, folks. We ripped them good.
Like, no. See, I'm shocked how much of the... Oh, of course, nowadays, everyone saves their box.
Yeah. But back then, folks, we couldn't have cared less about it. We didn't think the boxes were... Even with toys, we wouldn't think in the box would cost us any money. We opened them, we played with them, and that's pretty much what we played.
Packaging to us.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only time I thought it was like, oh, it was cool to keep was the Sega Genesis with their cases.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, well, they weren't boxes, they were cases.
Yeah. Well, look at the PS4. Look at the PS2. A lot of that system came out, and a lot of the reason why people were buying them was because they had a DVD player.
Yeah.
So and I learned the other day that they were still making them up through PS2s up through 2012 or 2013.
I don't know, that long.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said they were still making PS2s up through 2012 or 2013.
I have to look that
damn.
up.
I thought, damn.
Talk about games. I just remembered. Did you hear about this Grimace game that McDonald's is giving away?
Oh, God.
I assume you didn't.
No.
It's a Game Boy game.
Tell us more.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you can still go up to McDonald's, but I might just do that today. See if
we got one down that direction, which we passed. So,
well, there's everywhere.
I know,
but I figured at least one, and then see. But I'm shocked you didn't hear about that. But a Game Boy game.
I don't do Game Boy. That's probably one of the reasons. Plus, I haven't been to a McDonald's. I couldn't tell you how long. So,
Well, that's me. That's a different.
and sadly, King Burrito. That was which was a really great. Has been closed for some time.
Oh,
But,
you talking about the one that had donkey?
yeah, I'm talking about the one where not folks. The burrito was literally was from here to here, and it stick around as your forearm.
Oh god.
Yeah, and that thing was awesome.
All right, guys. So these are the Atari 5200 games I picked up for $2. I got soccer. Apparently, they would have like inlays. That's why they had that. It had a little opening. It was $2, so why not? Football, $2. Super Breakout for $4.
Damn.
I was gonna put them over there.
Okay, I just happened to be nearby, so I figured that.
I thought you wanted to look at it.
No, I looked at them already, but you had it on this side. I think you were doing a quick handoff.
This is probably the more expensive one that I picked up. Is Cubert for $6. Hey, there's an inlay right there. Look at that.
Sweet.
Right there, it's an inlay. You put that in the controller. That's cool. That, like I said, that's probably the most expensive one I picked up.
That's probably because it still had that inlay.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. For $2, Pac-Man. Honestly, this is going to be a well better version than Atari 2600.
Yeah, because I still remember they were talking about that. They said they would have had the arcade version, but they were trying to push that puppy out quick, so that's why we got the version that we did.
Yeah, the crap version. For $3, Glaxian.
I think I ever played Glaxian.
Actually, right there, that Galaga Mini Arcade, that has not only Galaga, it got Glaxian.
I think it was Galaga. It was either Galaga or Phoenix that I played for the original 26.
And the last one for $4, and I actually think I sold this to them. When I was telling you I sold all those games for $4, Missile Command.
They probably saw you coming. We haven't sold that Missile Command. Let's sell it back to that guy since he sold us that damn thing.
Well, they had a buttload of.
I know.
They had a buttload of Atari 5200 games. Before we move on, let me ask you a question. What do you think is Sega's first console? Comes to mind.
I think of that the one which I got, that Sega Genesis.
Well, Genesis wasn't their first console. Their first console is not even... See, before Genesis was the Master System.
Okay.
That they called, at one point, the base system. Then they changed it to the Master System. But in Japan, they had a system that came out on the same day the Nintendo Famicom came out. And their system was called the Sega SG-1000. And I got this console. You ever heard of the Retron 5?
Yeah.
Well, I got something... No, don't pick up the Retron 5. It's horrible. I picked up 2. They're both broken. Don't pick that fucking thing up. I picked up what this system is called the Retro Freak. And it came with a adapter. And these are Sega...
Marjan.
Yeah, Mahjong. This is a Sega SG-1000 game in its box. And then baseball.
Nice. It was Sega Genesis, and I had gotten a baseball game, and I forget there was like a little clip on the front. I didn't realize that was the save thing. I thought it was just like a little clip that they happen to be on there. I took the thing off. It disappeared to Lord only knows where. So every time I went to play that baseball game, I had to re-put the things that I had put on there earlier. So I was like, damn it! If I know that was like the tape that you put on little tape players, I would not even bother to done that. But I didn't. But I just thought it was like some little extra piece that they had on there, and it didn't, and it was pretty much useless. So, oopsie.
Well, we're going to do something different right after this, so I'll be right back. And we're back. I was going to move the camera over there and have Scott kind of look around. When I came back to Oklahoma, I conned him to help me move a bunch of shit in here. And I think
the horror.
I think, kayfabe, I think for a while that I feel you kind of avoided me because you were thinking.
No.
Well, because I had a feeling that because I called you over and asked you to help me move stuff, so I had a bad feeling that you probably wouldn't answer the phone anymore. But Scott's seen the room several times ever since then.
Yeah, it looks quite good. It's better. Let's put it this way: the last time I saw it, it wasn't this organized. It was just everything was just scattered. The boxes were pretty much tossed any which way, anywhere. And now he's got it set up to where each system, that box is next to that system's games.
Oh, I try because some systems I'm not able to,
but the majority of the boxes, I'll just say that much. The majority of the boxes are next to said game systems. Games, and it looks actually quite good. It looks quite good. So, and when we were over at Thrill House, I mentioned, okay, because I was brain farting. I said, so they ported a lot of the 2600 games to it.
Well,
which they did. I knew they did, but you brain fart every now and then. Okay. So,
well, if they considered the 5200. I mean, I feel like
it was an upgrade. Basically.
It was an upgrade. It had better graphics.
Yeah, it did. I remember, even though I didn't have it, I remember seeing them promoting it on TV. So
I felt like it was honestly, it was between their two systems. But I mean, the Atari 7800 is pretty much 8-bit, almost as powerful as the NES. NES had way better graphics.
Yeah.
And I'm not just a Nintendo fanboy, just, better, and prove it, Sega Master System was actually superior in graphics. But they also had more time to tinker But, I decided, like Scott said, like I put the boxes anywhere up here just to get it up there, and that's what Mom hated. She's like, that looks tacky. It's like, I like it because where am I going to put the boxes?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to put them in the closet, then there's no point. So, and then it's like, I started, changing it up, putting something here, there, decorating it a little bit. And then, I think when I started looking that I put that Sega Genesis Model 3 over there, and then just a few things here and there. I was like, I want to put them kind of almost where they should be.
Yeah.
But, I know you didn't see, I don't know if you ever seen those mini, I know you didn't see that Miss Pac-Man.
No, I think the Miss Pac-Man you didn't have. I think the Galaga you did have.
Yeah, well, that one was actually in the game room.
Okay.
And actually, Mom suggested to use that little end table that I was actually using in the game room.
Yeah.
She suggested to use that to hold that. I was like, that's not bad.
No, that was a bright idea.
And then I have laser discs underneath that.
I noticed that. I couldn't tell. I was trying to see if those were albums or laser discs. Those are laser discs.
Well, a couple of those are laser discs, and behind them is a format called CED. What it is, it's almost like laser disc, but what's weird, you take this case and you plug it into this player, and it'll take the disc out of the casing, and well, as laser disc, it doesn't have much memory. You actually, if you're watching a movie, you would either have to switch the disc around,
yeah,
or if it's a long movie, you would get more than one disc, and you had to, like, in the middle of the movie, you might have to turn the disc around 3 times. But this thing, imagine you take this case, you plug it in, it goes into the system, and when it's ready for the go over, you have to take the case again, and then flip the case around and put this back into the system.
Like the original phonograph albums, where if you want to listen to side 2, you flip it over
and well, yeah, but it's more complicated and takes a lot more time. But yeah, I mean, I think you even helped me lug the entertainment center in here.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did you help me bring in the arcade 1-up?
No, that I don't think you had yet, or no, I didn't. Otherwise, I would.
You've seen it, but
yeah, but I don't think. I don't think.
You didn't lug it in there.
I didn't lug it in. No, I don't remember lugging it in.
But I remember it was actually when I moved here. It was those 2 shelves and these 2 shelves, and we had the window right here exposed. And honestly, when collecting, I needed another shelf, and it.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, this is darker than what I remember. So, and now I remember that you mentioned it. There was a window there, which you say.
Not only there was a window right there.
Yeah, that I remember too.
But what's funny, that shelf that holds my PlayStation games right there, to your right.
Yeah, I see.
I actually took that from next door neighbor. They had that on the curb to get rid of, and I was like, originally I had it right there between the bathroom and the closet because it was short enough to be right there.
Yeah.
I lugged that from literally across the street into this room. Hey, I mean, it's a very nice shelf.
I'll admit that.
And this shelf is the famous, I don't know if you know, but the shelf that was right here previously just fell. It fell down. It just collapsed. And honestly, this one was heading towards it. And I think what it is because how these kind of support each other.
And you didn't have anything to support?
Well, I eventually took all the games off this one and put more nails at every joint, so there's no way that fucking thing is coming down now. But it was damn near going back down again. Like I said, I think it was because it didn't have no. I'm not gonna drill it into the fucking wall.
No.
But it was holding a lot. It's holding a lot of weight.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it for right now. We're gonna go watch Flash and we're gonna do our review. So we'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye. Okay, guys, and I'm back. Today's Sunday. Actually, I went back to the game store and decided to buy more Atari 5200 games. Didn't record anything because I'm like, I'm going to just tack this at the end where it's just me and Scott. So what I'm going to do is show you what I picked up afterwards. For $5, I picked up kicks for the 5200. For $5, I got pole position. For $6, I got kangaroo. Just hoping I didn't pick anything up that I have. For $8, I picked up jungle hunt. For $6, I picked up dig dug. For $5, I picked up countermeasure. I'm just making sure, see if I don't have the same game. For $4, I picked up centipede. Still just checking. For $4, I picked up defender. For $4, I picked up Star Raider. For $10, the most expensive one in the collection, Miss Pac-Man. For $5, I picked up Frogger. And last is Vanguard for $8. So now I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 new Atari 52. Well, not new, but new in the collection. 19 Atari 5200 games. So I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.